Hi, I'm Tom Scarpello of Revology Cars, and this is car number 64, a 1965 Mustang GT Convertible in Nightmist Blue metallic with saddle interior. So this car is really significant because it is built with our first ever in-house unibody. Because the unibody represents the structure of the car, it's fundamentally important to the overall integrity of the automobile. The chassis bolts to it, the powertrain bolts to it. I mean, everything is attached to the unibody. So if you don't have a stiff, strong unibody, you're never going to get the performance that the chassis and the powertrain have the potential to deliver. That's why we've always used brand new unibodies for every one of our builds. You know, you've got a 50-plus-year-old car, it can look pretty good, but once you strip that car down to the bare metal, you'd be surprised at what you find. Several clients have brought original cars to us and said, hey, we want you to build a Revology Mustang with this car. And in each case, there's 3 cases in particular, the cars look really good. Really good. And it wasn't until we had them stripped down completely and had put them in the chemical tank that we found, you know, the rust or evidence of repairs that were done very poorly, maybe 20, 30 years ago, but it just wasn't viable to use that body. It would not have provided a stiff, rigid, reliable structure, particularly when you're putting more than twice the power into the car than it originally had. You've got probably more than twice the grip. The other part about it is being able to have much tighter dimensional control. Now, the dimensional control would basically means the accuracy of how everything fits, you know, the alignment of all the panels in all the coordinates X, Y, and Z. You know, back in the 60s, you know, dimensional control was not anything like what it is today. It would not be uncommon to see a car that was kind of built as a parallelogram, could be as much as a ½ inch longer on one side than the other side, or a ½ inch taller on one side than the other side. Well, nowadays, obviously, cars are built to a much stricter tolerance, and we need to build our bodies to a much stricter tolerance because we've got modern components and we're trying to package all of this modern hardware in a space that was designed for 1960s hardware. So it really requires a very, very strict dimensional control, which is just not necessary if you're just doing a restoration back to the original spec. So this car is equipped with the 10R80, 10-speed electronically controlled automatic transmission. Got the top down, you can hear the exhaust. You got to hear how this thing rips off the shift. So go to sport mode, here we go.